Yo, what's going down, Commanders? Hope everyone's doing fine today. I'm going to give as many shout-outs. I have got a panelist, but his microphone's not working. I've got one panelist tonight. But I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to give as many shout-outs as I possibly can. The real Mike is #1 on the chat tonight, and I think he's got that little that crown thing with a #1 on top of it as well. So welcome, Mikey. Where am I? It's very hard to read your names, guys, because not Kixeye. I want to blame Kixeye for everything. Google or YouTube have messed about with the names, so I do apologise if I butcher your names. Joseph, welcome, brother. Jeff, as always, appreciate you coming along. Janet as well, welcome. Bigelow or Gerald, as you're normally known on the chat. Basti. I used to have an ice cream man called Bastiano, Italian guy. Brilliant, brilliant guy. Pac-Man, as always, appreciate you coming along. Hawks, welcome. Ramzan, welcome, brother. Where am I? Lewis, the man with the likes, appreciate what you do on the side chat, mate. Thank you very much. Rainy Bow as well, welcome. Hawks, I think I may have said that name already, but never mind, you get 2 shout-outs tonight. Klaus as well, welcome. Infinite Gaming as always, appreciate you coming along. Crash as well, welcome. Sin 6, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, I butchered it too much. Ernest as always, welcome, bro. Gambo, me art guy, appreciate what you do on the side chat. And it's just jumped to me and I don't know where I was. I think there's Outlaws and Sean. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And I think Nut's having problems with his microphone. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Whether he's left or not on it. Oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. I do want to discuss the last event, guys. If you want to give me a score out of 1 to 10 for the previous event, the Sector Breach, maybe even give me 2 scores. Give me a score for the actual Sector Breach event, and then give me a second score for what you think about the new unit, because I would like to see some of them scores for that. That's for 100%. There's Dane as well. Welcome, Dane. I'm not sure whether it's sis or bro. Andrew as well, and Zoom. Welcome, guys. Yeah, give us a score out for I forget what it's called, Tortoise. Legendary Tortoise, and what you thought of that. That would be ideal if you can give me some scores, as well as the score for the event. So I'm going to give my score. I'm hoping some people can't. I'm an hour early in the UK. The clocks have all gone back, so everyone's not up to date with what time I'm going live at the minute. But my score for the actual event itself, it was easy enough. I was sick as a parrot all through the event. I think I woke up Saturday morning, if I can remember it right. I woke up Saturday morning, I boshed the event out in a couple of hours, and I went back to bed, and I didn't play the game for much after that. So the score will reflect that. It was an easy event. I think I'll give it a score of 6. It was an easy event, and I needed an easy event with the way I felt, so I'll reflect that score with that. I didn't have many problems. I didn't have any lag or anything like that, so that also reflects the score. But let's talk about the unit. And I'm sorry to say, the unit's just fucking piss poor. Don't tell me that I need to kill. The problem that I've got with the new unit, you've probably seen some of the videos if you follow me properly. My problem is its size. It didn't need to be 340 size just to protect a few buildings and some units. If they reduced the size on that, I would use that unit definitely in my base. But I'm not going to take out heavy hitters to put 1 or 2 of them tortoise in my base. I'm just not. It bears no fruit in my eyes. I need heavy hitters in my base. I need tanks or infantry or whatever else I can put in there that will do the damage. So yeah, the unit itself, the unit's fucking shit. I don't even think I can score it. I'm going to give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10, and I think I'm being over generous with that. Other people might prove me wrong. I may be proved wrong later on down the road when we get it to 20. But as it stands at level 10, yeah, not for me. No, thank you. Right, let me see if we've got any scores in the building. Or any more shout-outs. Where am I? So, Ernest, give it an 8 out of 10. Ian H, give it a 5 out of 10. It's really hard to read your names the way this is all set up. Tamraz, give it an 8 out of 10. Michael, the real Mike, could give it a 5 out of 10 and he hasn't used the unit. Tamraz give the new unit a 4 out of 10. I think you're being really generous with that. Andrew didn't do Sector Breach, so you don't have a score. Jeff give it a 5 out of 10. I think you guys are talking about the event and not the actual unit. Rainy Bow, or Crazy Rainy Bow, as she's now known as. Sector Breach, 5 out of 10, easy enough. But stupid having a holdout base. I didn't like that either. I expect them holdout bases to get really hard the further we progress into these Sector Breaches now. The first one was to test the ground with us. There'd be 3 waves in no time. Sean give it a Sector Breach 8 out of 10, new unit of 3. David M. New unit's crap in attack defense. It did okay. Event 5 out of 6. Zoom 7 out of 10. Hang on, it just jumped to me. Where's Zoom? There he is. 7 out of 10. Good catch up for a mini event. Hawks give it a 6. New unit of 2. So he kind of agrees with me. Lewis, okay, boring, but super for me. So it looks like Lewis had a good event. It's good. That was a good catch up event. I think we can all agree about that. You didn't give it a score, Lewis. Oh, David just said he's put it in last. That ain't a bad idea, actually. Put it in last stand defend. Yeah, that might work out if you can get them units to pop out the building. Tim W said event. Didn't know. Didn't play. Fair enough. Excuse me. Infinite Gaming, 4 out of 10. I hear it's the Jackrabbit with a shell. No, someone was saying it was the Honey Badger. One of the Kixeye moderators, Rainy, said it was a Honey Badger. It was a copy of the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger wasn't a slow-moving unit, so it wasn't a copy of the Honey Badger, that's for sure. And, they did completely 2 different things. David P, welcome, brother. Gambo, give it a 0 out of 10, never higher. Unit doesn't seem good, but haven't used it much. That's the problem, though. You probably, if you follow any of the YouTubers, they've put videos out of this new unit and they've shown you it, and you've gone, fuck this. I don't understand why why Kixeye try to force 24 of them on us. They're not good. Zoom, new unit 2 out of 10. Matt, the new unit is shocking unit. I have it maxed and give it a 0 out of 10. It's trash. I wish Kixeye would listen to this fucking shit, because it's embarrassing that this company seems to think that this is what we need in the game. New unit is a 2 out of 10 from Infinite. David P give it a 3 out of 10. Kix lost the plot. Jason give it a 5 out of 10. And I think I'm pretty much up to date. Oh no, DeBaker 6 and 1. 6 for the event and 1 for the unit, I'm guessing. It's not a tortoise, but I'm just an oversized garden snail. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. Father of 831, welcome. And it was a 0 out of 10 for him as well. Yeah, I don't remember anyone complaining about the Sculpture spam. This is my big problem. I don't remember anyone complaining about the Sculpture spam to Kixeye. Maybe there has been. I'm not on the Kixeye War Commander Discord. But in my Discord, I haven't seen many people complain. What people are complaining about is the same thing we've been complaining about for the last 3 years. The fucking scripts. If he wasn't fucking half flat by the scripted air attack, we could probably defend against the fucking Sculptures. But when you take out half your defense, half your base, in one swoop of them Unis with the script, you haven't got a chance to defend against them. It's Kixeye 101. Don't listen properly. Bro, I want to play, but it's so hard, and must things I don't have. And that's, I can't pronounce your name, mate, so I'm not going to try to butcher it. It's one of them things, bro. It's a tough game to play, and I'm not going to pretend it ain't. It's hard to stick by Kixeye and get and understand, like, where they're going with this game. I can't see anywhere that they're going that's going to be entertaining for any of us. I really don't. And that's a shame. But anyway, we're going to move on. We've got some patch notes. We've got some bad news, some kind of good news, and then in between shit. So we've got the 15.20 release notes, copied and pasted by Kickstarter Drake. Let me get a drink. Apologies there, guys. So this was copied and pasted by Kickstarter Drake. The following changes and fixes have been applied to the 15.20 release notes Thursday, October 30th at 10 AM PDT. Note, this downtime will be extended because of how many changes taking place. I think what they're trying to say with that, and they didn't need to put this in, they've separated this, it's two different downtimes, one this week, today, and one next week. Why? Excuse me. Why they couldn't just say, look, it is split, but it's 2 different days? I think. I might be wrong, though. So anyway, we've got Nightmare Skirmish. Earn the first Arc 2 hero, Minuet. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. The Equinox. I ain't got a clue how to fucking pronounce that. Yeah, that one. Hero in this month's Skirmish. And use it to dominate in the upcoming monthly event. Taking point on the research work of Tachyon project, Minuet has developed a more mobile temporal engine. Her research has helped develop the... I can't pronounce that, guys. Anyone help me pronounce that or what? Bear with me, mate. I'm going to read out some of these things. Usman, off-topic question. Have they given the tokens for the Bloodfang to 10? It's coming in... Excuse me. Coming in Skirmish. Her research helped to develop the Yeah, I can get Chrono, but not the rest. Chronopathy? Am I pronouncing that right? Come on, guys, help me out. Anyway, a tank capable of manipulating space-time. Her body keeps her records of her time slips. Tattoos each jump she makes help her keep track of her real age. Huh? Surely if you jump time, you don't actually age, do you? Not in any of the films I've seen. When I watched Back to the Future, when they jumped to the future, or jumped back to the future, they didn't age when they come back or when they've travelled forward. The kicks are making time travel up as they go along, the fucking arseholes. Chrono, yeah, but I'm a bit of a retard, bro. That's the problem. Me trying to fucking say that. Welcome, Philip. And welcome, Usman, as well. I did give you a shout out. I don't get that. It keeps in track of her age. For Skirmish only, past Nightmare exclusive units and their tech are also available. So that means Dr. Aegon and Aegon, guys, are available, plus their tech this coming Skirmish. I'm not going to read the rest of this out, guys, because I have got the... Yeah, I've got that open, so I'll get to that very shortly. Arc 2 improvements. I will read this out because they've sort of split it between 2 places. Instead of having it all in the dev diary, they've split it up. So as we move into Arc 2, several improvements are being made. As each generation improvement, Arc 2 units will have a higher max power over previous generations. While they'll still start comparable, the previous generation at low levels, they will be much powerful at their max level. To decrease the build pressure, Arc 2 units will no longer require time to upgrade, but instead use tokens, like with the heroes and legendary units. So yeah, okay, so they're basically moving on so they can sell the units to us in one hit. We'll be simplifying which weapon types work against which armor types, as opposed to the current system, where certain factions had specific weaknesses to weapons and damage types. What do you mean they're certain? Oh, where certain factions? Where certain factions... Yeah, okay. Burst is strong against heavy. Sustain is strong against medium. Area is strong against light. Well, that was never the case, was it? That's the bit arse about face. In my opinion, sustain should be good against light because sustain is a machine gun. So if you've got a heavy or medium tank or medium armor or heavy armor, that should be the weakest of the three. Kind of don't make no sense. It really doesn't make no sense. Have I missed anyone out? No. I don't know if you guys can make sense of that. You've got to keep this in your mind. So maybe take a screenshot of that and save it in your pictures so you kind of can go back to it and go, right, okay, this is, if it's strong, I'm going to use burst. If it's medium, I'm going to use sustain. And areas good against light. They've made this up as they're going along. This was never a part of the game. There was certain weapons that did do different things against certain armor types, but not like what they're saying here. They've just completely changed the rules. David, no, you can't. You cannot change. You can't change factions. So I don't know why they keep bringing factions up. Like it's a big thing in the game anymore. It's not. But it's Kicks Eye 101. Take things away from it. It's basically everything. If you go back 2 or 3 years, and all the stuff that was great in the game, Kicks Eye have decided they don't want it in the game no more because it doesn't make them money, or for whatever other reason. Projectiles that used to be energy will now ignore 25% of a unit's flat damage reduction. Projectiles that used to use fire, excuse me, will do 2 times damage to buildings and zombies. Well, surely zombies shouldn't even come into the equation, because zombies this is the first time in probably 5 years we've had a full month of zombies. But even if you look at it that way, it's 1 month in 12 that fire is actually any good. So what they're saying is it does well against buildings, but the only other thing or unit that it does any good against is zombies. That makes no fucking sense. Just because we're in a zombie month, it doesn't mean it carries through to next month, the following month, and so forth. Yeah, that kind of winds me up. This is already pissing me off because they've just changed the rules to suit them. Once again, it just suits Kicks Eye. And it's not to appease the players. It's not to improve the game. It's so they can determine which unit you've got to use in which base. Zombies are done. Exactly, Tim. Zombies are. This is the last event tomorrow, and then zombies are finished. So why bring zombies into the equation against? Okay, they do better damage against fire, but it's not like we're going to carry on to next month and have zombies. We're not. It's going to be a whole year before we see zombies again. This is fucking stupid, guys. Already I'm getting the fucking raging. Arc 1 units will receive a boost to health and damage by 50%. That ain't bad. Okay. They might have saved it here, guys. See the designer diary for the full list of units being boosted here. I've got that open. We will get to that shortly. Several Arc 1 units will also be receiving additional buffs. Moonskaters increase speed from 4 to 6. Acceleration and de-acceleration remain the same. Meteor Storm plus 33% fire rate. Reload time decreased from 5 seconds to 3.5 seconds. Deep range optics tech now adds air targeting and enables hitting high altitude. I thought we had a tech that already did that. I thought we had a tech that. I can't load the game because we're not in the game isn't up yet. But I thought that tech already. Fucking hell. Warrior 100 range or plus 100 range gains a 2-stack of war momentum per axe thrown. That might be good. That might actually be good. Worth a test. Axe projectile speed has been doubled. Metatron should move into range better for its more powerful weapon. should move into range. Better for its more powerful weapon. Speed increased from 2 to 4. Acceleration and deacceleration remains the same. That kind of don't make no sense. But maybe I'm reading it wrong. I think it was just air. No, it wasn't. It was air and high altitude because I used it in the base. You remember when Kickstarter put that? It was a Mark II Pegasus or something like that, Gambo. I used it to kill that in that event. So it definitely hit high altitude, 100%. Orbiter's plus 50 range. Crozer is plus 125 range. Firefly is another plus 50 range. So Firefly should be 550, 650 range total. I think, maybe a bit more. Unique units will now be released every 4 months. But they've reduced that down as well. They've reduced the unique units down to every 4 months. So they're not helping us here. They're actually shoving more shit down our throat. With parts being earned over 3 months. Or actually, no, yeah. They've increased it. They've gone back to how it used to be. 4 months. My bad. With parts being earned over 3 months of Shadow Ops, with a bonus month of Shadow Ops to catch up at the end, along with a bonus price during the month. The final part will still be released in the main event following the 3 months of Shadow Ops. 3 months of Shadow Ops, sorry. So that's a reduction on unique units. That's good. You'll no longer need parts to unlock elite and the mega levels, but we will instead be switching to upgrade tokens to streamline the progress across all units. Elite tokens will be available a month after the unique comes out in Strike Ops, and the mega tokens will be available 2 months after the unit comes out. That again, that don't think I'm happy with that. So what they're saying is our buildings, they're going to be sitting idle after. Yeah, our buildings are literally going to be sitting idle. Because there's no times to upgrade. You have to play the event to get the tokens, or you have to spend money to purchase the tokens to take the units further. This is a complete fucking shit show here, guys. I mean, a complete fucking shit show. Because you're not going to be able to take a unit any further with time. And because it is just tokens that you can only get the unit in. So your tech center, your airfield, and is it not the barracks? The other building, academy, are going to be sitting idle for a month. Or best part of a month. You'll get the tokens for the unit in the event. You'll be able to upgrade as much as Kickstarter allow you to upgrade that unit over that event. And then after that, you won't be able to purchase. You won't be able to continue the upgrade. So what they're doing here is they're trying to force us to purchase the tokens right off the bat every single event. What are they asking for per event now? About 1,000 coin, give or take. So you can't do your tech center's going to be sitting idle for over a week, 5 days, 5, 6 days. Once you get all the tokens that you can for the newest unit in that event. And then you're going to have to wait for the next event to get some more tokens. This is just a fucking absolute fucking coin grab. Absolute piss take. You can no longer use time to upgrade your units. They're just stealing. They're just stealing off us. So anyone that don't coin is going to get fucked. Royally fucked. And it's going to be a limited. So you're not going to be able to take the, say for instance, the newest Shadow Ops unit. If you don't spend no coin, you're only going to be able to take it to the level that Kickstarter give you the tokens for. And then if you don't spend, you're going to have to wait for the next event to come around where you can purchase more tokens for that unit. You can't spend a little bit of time upgrading your shit. This is fucking jank. This might end this game, you know. This is greed at fucking 100 miles an hour. Dirty fucking scumbags. Tech for the unique units will be available 3 months after the release in Strike Ops. Unique units will now be factionless moving forward. Fucking hell. Are these fuckers really on the fucking same planet as us? They don't understand that we loved when they introduced the factions. We fucking loved that. We picked a faction. We said this was my faction, and we fought for that faction between each other. And it's now, go fuck yourself. We can't be bothered to do factions. We can't be bothered to fucking, you can't change your base faction. We're going to take everything that was good in the game and fuck it off and then give you shit. We're going to give you Strike Ops. We're going to give you fucking Sector Breach. We're going to give you Skirmish because they're fucking shitty events and they're all designed to be that fucking long-winded that you fucking think, just push that coin button. That's the only reason you've got this shit in the fucking game. And it fucks me off. It's just fucking pure greed. And then they try to point it out as Jack Russell fucking saying it's what the players have asked for. No one's asked for this. No one asked for Holdout to be removed. No one asked for fucking the other events to be removed and replaced by fucking the shit that they give us. This is fucking greed. And they should fucking hang their head in shame. Dirty fucking scumbag cunts. Instead of spending 2 months in a row on a single faction, we'll now be spending 1 month focused on a single faction, eh? Instead of spending 2 months in a row on a single faction, we'll now be spending 1 month focused on a single faction. What's the point of spending 1 month on a single faction when you're only getting base units that are of the faction? 1 month would be 1 unit and a hero. That's it. You'd get the hero from Skirmish and you'd get the main unit from the event. No, if they're taking away... no, but you're not hearing what I'm saying, Jenny. Basically, you can only take the unit up to the level that Kixeye give you the tokens for. So if Kixeye only give you 6 tokens to upgrade a unique to level, and it's 3 days per, or it's 24 hours per token, and they only give you 6, you can only get that unit to level 2, or 3, sorry. And then you've got to wait for the next month to be able to take it to level 4. Do you get what I'm saying? We always need that time element in the game where we're upgrading things with time. If you take that away, Kixeye can severely limit to where normal standard players can get their units to. It works well, don't get me wrong, it works well with the heroes and the legendaries. But how is that going to work well with the uniques when they're such a heavy upgrade, when they're 3 days a pop for 1 level? Think about it. It's going to be fucking crazy. You're going to literally sitting there in your tech centers doing nothing. Literally nothing. You always need that time element. The people that are playing for free, which the game needs, it really needs people to play for free, because that means the coiners can feel like they've got fucking power over them. They're taking that away from us. They're completely taking away all the shit from us. This is fucking wrong. Right, making it a 4-month season instead of a 2-month season. This also means that we'll normally be focusing on the same enemy faction for 4 months, with exceptions to special faction appearances, Cane Forces, Winter Force, to allow you to form strategies and get used to the newer units for a longer time, sorry. All buildings in your base will receive a health increase. So the increase to the units that they've just given us are nullified by the fucking increase to the health to the building. Give with one hand, take away with the other. And what I'm saying with that is the health in a rogue faction base is going to be increased as well. The buildings will be increased. No, because Arc 1 units will be receiving additional health during the downtime, we'll also be retreating all platoons on the world map to repair them. So any deployed platoons will be back in your base after the downtime. stressing me out this. Fair play. Evildoers discovered a way to deploy more units than should be possible in a battle. That ability has been eliminated. How did that even become a thing? Welcome, Jim Bob. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome. There's someone else I've missed as well. Jim West. Welcome, bro. And I think that's Chikao. Welcome, bro. How did that happen where they could deploy more units than was possible in the first place? Explain that one to me. We've never seen more units being deployed than actually was possible in the game until a few months back. UI changes. There's now a new health bar for units. There's now a new setting to hide enemy trophies on player bases. That's a big change. So trophies are useless now. You might as well remove them out of your base. There's now a new setting to disable Lord dialogue. I like that one. I like that one. So you can disable the bit in the left-hand corner when you hit a event base. All that back and forth bullshit. I'm going to let you guys talk about that for a second, guys. I'm going to go to the toilet. DC8FD, welcome, bro. This one, I don't like the trophies. Basically, they've done that because the cheaters can do that, so it's giving everyone the same opportunity. I suppose it's something better than nothing. There's now a new setting to hide enemy trophies on player bases. Kickstarter's always known. Kickstarter's always known that we use the trophies as to hide buildings, units, and things like that. They've always known it since they released the trophies. So when they say it wasn't their intention to do that, they're talking shit. Yeah, zoom. That used to be a bug. If you click the button too quick, it will show you they can retreat 20. But I have seen players. Oh, sorry, I have seen videos where the players are deploying nearly full tunes from like 3 different sides. That is the big problem with this. I like the dialogue one. I don't know if we needed a new health bar. And I suppose if you can't beat them, join them, sort of thing that Kickstarter's going through right now with the trophies. Bug fixes. General performance improvements. Missionaries were unable to target. Oh, fuck me, has it been fixed? It's only been 6 months, Kickstarter. So the missionaries are fixed. Some tactical op bases were expiring early. Note, to fix this, we will cancel the... Oh, fucking hang on. Some tactical op bases were expiring early. Note, to fix this, we will be cancelling the bronze and silver offensive tac ops boosts. Active during the downtime. We'll have an offer when the game comes back for all players for 200 million thorium as compensation for this. They're fucked up because it costs 400 million to buy them. What we going on? DC, you got the final part in next week's stuff. Yeah, it always now well, actually they're changing things even more, so it's going to confuse everyone even more now with these uniques. Always we get the next or the last part for the latest unique is in the main event once you've got the 7 parts. Warlord Vesuvius. Hero tag was not functioning correctly, so you're not going to be able to put it with another hero by the looks of it. They sucked our blood for him with the bug. Gave us it back. Yeah. You look at what they've took off us over the last, since Stillfront took over. Pretty much every event that everyone was fucking enjoying, Kickstarter took it off us. And I've got a funny feeling Kickstarter's actually going to fuck around with the main event eventually, to the point where we're not going to be able to use what we want. Every event is a restriction of what you can use, bar one, the main event. That's our last bastion. So we've got the October 2025 Nightmare Skirmish, guys. And that is going to be the, how do I pronounce it? The Minuet. Minuet? Hero. Featuring the Equinox Arc 2, yeah, I can't pronounce that. Hero Minuet. Magnetic containment field, electromagnetic pulse, and binary reactor tech for the Minuet. Why do they have to bring all this gay shit into it? The binary and all that, non-binary. Just fucking give us, just call it whatever it is, but don't make it queer. Seductive aura tech for and upgrade tokens for the Bloodfang. This will be your last chance, guys. So if you haven't got the Bloodfang, you're going to have to wait another year to be able to repurchase it. So think about what you're going to do this weekend. If you really want to get that unit, get it. And I can't blame you if you don't want to fucking play this game no more. This is getting shit. Who's that? The one. Go, bro.
Yeah. Of still live or not?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, world.
Everyone should remember the one legend. Absolute legend.
Yeah, but the one is feeling a bit sick. FIFA.
Right, where was I? Past Nightmare exclusive units and tech for the this skirmish only, guys. So again, if you don't get it, you're gonna miss it. And it starts October 31st at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. PDT. That's tomorrow, 1800 hours GMT. I should be live for it. Ends November 3rd at 10 a.m. PST. Store closes on the 4th. And that is the Minuet, or I can't pronounce that either. Excuse me. That is the Minuet unit. Minuet. I'm pronouncing that right, guys, aren't I?
Minuet.
Minuet. M-I-N-U-E-T. Minuet. Description. After accidentally discovering some latent properties of iridium, Minuet found that by coating the armor of a modified Chronophage, I'm going to call it the Chronophage. The Chronophage, she was able to temporarily remove some of the damage her vehicle had received. The problem, though, was that she couldn't do the same for the Chronophages. No, Ernest, come in, chat if you're drinking, man. And you. I'm right. It's Chronophage. Is that correct? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, I'm wrong. It's 1700s GMT. Yeah, Ian's right. Thank you, bro. We're an hour behind Kickstarter at the minute. That's a Generation Arc 2. Faction Equinox. Type Heavy Vehicle. Weapon Chrono Cannon. Targets Grand. Again, they're going with this fucking only targets grand bullshit. Damage type area, size 425. Hit points or health points at level 1 is 302,250. Hit points or health points at max level, 487,500. Requires tech center level 45. So you need to have that max, guys, if you want to get it to 20. I maxed mine out. DPS at level 1. I thought these units were meant to be fucking strong. DPS at level 1 is 2,750. DPS at max level 6,030. I suppose it's stronger. It's about 1,000 stronger than most things that we got. 6,034. Requires tech center 45. Max speed is 3. Max range is 575. Talent level 1, immune to Chronos slows. Shots create AoEs that apply 25% flux. Shots create AoEs that apply. So what's a fucking flux? They just fucking told us what all these different fucking damage types do back here. And now they're adding flux. What's a fucking... Someone tell me.
Yeah. If it's AOI, it's an area damage type.
Yeah, but it creates a flux. They just told us they're changing the rules again, Rob. Burst damage is strong against heavy. Sustained damage is strong against medium. And area damage is strong against light. And then they go on to say the projectiles to use energy will ignore 25% of a unit's flat damage reduction. Projectiles that use fire will do 2 times damage to buildings and zombies. So they've completely changed the rules on us. And then they've added a flux.
Yeah, maybe it's a splash type or something. I don't know. I can't read shit, so.
Right, hang on. They do give us flux for 5 seconds. Flux affected units' movement speed, turn speed, acceleration, de-acceleration, fire rate, and reload time are slowed down by the stated percentage. So it's a Chronos. It's a slow-mo.
Yeah, the cryo or something. Yeah, freeze effect, yeah.
Why change? Why try to be clever? Just put things in layman terms. It's a Chronos. Yeah, I'm reading it, Ian. I'm reading it. I've got the and anything kicks I say right now, I'm gonna have a pop. I can't help myself. Right, basic heroic is 10% damage dealt and damage reduction to all chronophags. Level 10, targeting units affected by flux provides plus 20 splash size. Well, that's something new. Heroic, 20% damage dealt and damage reduction or to all chronophags. Level 15 is 250 flat damage reduction. Hero becomes renowned. Superheroic increases aura to plus 30% damage dealt and damage reduction for all. This is no different. These are supposed to be the next step, the next evolution.
Okay.
And pretty much the DPS isn't far off what the original Arc 1s
like,
were.
Is it Arc 2 now then?
Yeah, we're in Arc 2. And everything's pretty much the same. There's a slight increase. Well, so far there's a slight increase to the health, and maybe I'd say maybe a 20% increase to the DPS. And they promoted them as there's going to be a massive jump. It doesn't look like that to me. Earn the Minuet in the Skirmish store after collecting all 80 parts. Mission description. Earn the first Arc 2 hero, Minuet, the Equinox Chronophage hero in this month's Skirmish, and use it to dominate in the upcoming monthly event, taking point on the research work of the Techion project. I've read that. I'm not going to read that again. We've expanded the Skirmish roster to include the 2 most recent seasons. Use your Goliath, Crozer, Styron, and Firefly units and their heroes, the Macedon, Metatron for this and for this month only, Bloodfang, Dr. Aegon, Dr. Aegon, Gravedigger, Nox, and Kane's forces. What's Kane's forces?
Zombies. Yeah. You know, Kane, zombie.
Oh, sorry. I've misread that. Yeah, you're right. Against Kane's forces to play through the recruit set or the officer set to earn Skirmish XP. Sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The officer set will test your might but will pay out more XP than the recruit set. Choose the set that best fits your power level. You can hit the targets multiple times and wins will count towards future set completions. You won't be penalised for hitting a target again. Event structure. Recruit 1 is 1,000 XP. Recruit 2 is 2,000. Recruit free is 5,000. Recruit base completion bonus is 8,000. Officer base 1 is 8,000 XP. Officer base 2 is 16,000. Officer base completion bonus is 28,000 XP. It is the Chrono. Am I pronouncing that right, guys? The Chronophage. I'm not saying phage. I'm saying fag. I want to say that's what it's called now from now on. Right, event store. Ignore the first 2 ones on this. The Minuet 1 part and 4 parts. Always buy the 10. Minuet part times 10 is 8 times buy 35,000 a pop. Minuet build logistic is 4 times 32,000 XP. Minuet upgrade token is 10,000. 10 time buy 40,000 XP. Magnetic containment field is 1 time buy 100,000. That's a Minuet tech. I won't read them out because there should be further down. Bloodfang parts is 4,000 a pop. Seductive aura, Bloodfang tech, 1 time buy 100,000. Bloodfang upgrade token is 25 times, 50,000 XP a pop. That's going to be fucking hard. That's a grind, guys, just for the Bloodfang. And then if you add on to top of that, you've got the Dr. 8, you've got Dr. Aegon. They've got 3 techs apiece. And then if you want to get some of the older stuff, Grave Digger, things like that, even more XP. And they're not telling us how much they cost.
A lot.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Dr. 8 is one that everyone's going to be gunning for, plus the tech. In addition to the new content being added, all past Nightmare unique units and their tech will also be available for this skirmish only, all in capitals. Use it or lose it. It'll be 24 hours long, guys. Make sure you spend your XP as you get it. I just want to have a mouthful of drink. Hang on. You got anything you want to add, Rob? The one?
I haven't played much last month.
You didn't really come in, you know that, didn't you? I was chugging along all right. But I do.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you sit here alone by yourself.
Bullshit. It's all good, man. Nutcracker did come in, but I think he's got a problem with his mic.
Yeah. I got nothing much to say. I haven't played much, but I can still give basic opinion about the game a little bit. But...
You're one of them guys that's a legend.
Yeah, I used to be.
Still on.
If by one miracle my eyesight ever gets better, then I'll be back fucking killing.
I think we've all got our fingers crossed that there's going to be a breakthrough in eyesight, mate, in the scientific world.
I don't want to sound depressed, but health is so important. You don't realize it until you have something.
Yeah, I get it, mate. I don't get it because I've never been in that position, but.
No, but you know what I mean. Most people take life for granted. You know, they do fun stuff and you don't think about stuff like that until you actually have it and you get older and you start.
Right. Moving on, magnetic containment field. This is for the new hero, the Minuet. Effects minus 25% damage from vehicles and infantry. Slot shields, function defense. XP is 100,000. Cryomagnetic, I nearly fucking couldn't say that. Pulse, Minuet. Effects plus 25% damage to vehicles and infantry. Slot phasers. Function offensive, 100,000 XP. Binary reactor, Minuet. Plus 50 range. Slot core, function, utility. XP is 100,000. So they've actually we've lost the tech of these heroes. We used to get 4 or 5 techs for these. 4, I think, for the heroes. And then we've got Seductive Aura for the Bloodfang. Adds a 600 range aura that reduces infantry range by 25%. Slot Charisma, utility, function, utility, XP 100,000. I have got the Will's patch notes for that. Bear with me, guys. I will put, where is it there? Right, so recruit bases, if you want to get everything, including I think I'm reading this right.
Over 100 probably.
154 for the recruit bases.
Okay, yeah, oh, man, that's fucked up.
Officer set is 48 times playthrough.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
I'm happy I don't play it. Thank you. Now I feel better. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Mate, and if you just heard what I said earlier, they're getting greedier and greedier. And they're trying to make it out as if we asked for this shit.
No, I told you like today or a couple of days ago, like I noticed also when I tried to play a little bit last month, like the amount of coin they ask for it, compared to a year ago, it's double, triple.
Oh, if not more. And now what they're doing is, instead of being able to take a unique or any unit level it up with time, you can only level it up with tokens now. So they've taken away the time element from upgrading your units. So it's
so token.
Yeah, and that's including unique units as well.
Bad. They usually go on to like level 10 and then you have to do Elite and Omega, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it would be 3 days. A unique would be 3 days from level 1 to 11.
5 days from 11 to 10.
And then 7 days to Omega. Well,
Correct.
what I'm saying is, I have tech sent all of the buildings that are used to upgrade units, vehicles, infantry, air. They're going to be idling until the next event, unless you purchase the tokens.
You can't use them when you upgrade, so there's a money trap.
There's no time. There's no time. You can't use time to upgrade the units.
That's why in the past we coined those buildings sale, right? And they did the tech center or barrack sale, dropped the 5 levels in just to get it done. But you get forced to pay that if you want to be active.
Christopher, it ain't worth fucking coining like it used to be. Yeah, but Gambo, at least you had the option was there to do the 7-day upgrades. They're taking it away from us. That's what I'm trying to say. The buildings are going to be absolutely useless because everything's done with a token now. So once you've used them token, what are you going to upgrade in that building? There's nothing left for you to do.
Yeah, but can you check that, because I can't see it in game? But now with the new Iridium crap, right?
Yeah,
how much coin is it now? How much coin would it be now to upgrade the barracks and vehicle building with 5 levels? If you don't have Iridium,
probably fuck knows. Can't load the game. The game's down.
Yeah, because I play almost not at all. So my Iridium is 0 basically. I got no Iridium, right?
Yeah, you should have 200,000.
That's gone. But if I have 0, right, and a lot of other people that don't play also probably 0, and you want to coin those 5 levels like we used to be done with 1,000 gold. But I have a suspicion now that with the Iridium, it tripled or quadrupled.
I know like you are, Chris. Yeah. No, it's not. I don't think it's as bad as what you think. But it's nasty. Everything Kickstarter has Stillfront's implemented into this game is not designed to. I'm not saying the players need help. There needs to be some give and take from Kickstarter, and there's no give on their end. Everything that they've put into this game in the last 3-4 years, since 2019, 6 years, everything they've put into this game has been take. They take away this. They take away the faction. They take away Bloodfang. It's now got no use. They take away medals that have pretty much got no use. Now they're taking away timed upgrades. That's crazy. Yeah. Timed upgrades. There's like
so many players that are not strong anymore that can't do the Iridium bases like you all day. So they have damage like 2 or 3 per base, right?
Yeah.
So they get 6 hours, 6,000 Iridium for 3 hours damage, and you need fucking 400,000 fucking every week for that crap.
I'm gonna be honest.
So you're playing that non-stop. You can't fill it up. So they're gonna then charge you coin to top it up. It's like it's a crap.
I'm gonna be honest. This may be the end for me. If I'm not able to upgrade units just using time outside of events, if I'm not able to be able to do that, that's me finished. Because when does a unit become viable in the game right now? I want to say level 10, maybe level a little bit higher. So if I'm only given so many tokens to upgrade a unit in each event, and I can't do the units with time while I'm waiting for the next event or waiting for the next unit to drop in that building, I'm fucked. And it's done on purpose.
You're forced.
Yeah, you're forced to coin, and I'm not. I will not put thousands. They're asking about 800 coin per event right now, and that's per week. I'm not doing that. No way in the world am I spending that sort of money.
No, like I calculated also like last month. It's like for me it was like a thousand to get all the packages to buy every week. So that's like 400 or 500 euros a month in working.
Yeah.
You know? Like most people can afford to have a job, but if for example you can't afford 500 fucking euros a month for a pixel game,
no one. All this is going to do is promote cheating. All
I
it's
agree.
going to do is the cheaters are going to come in and go, look, we can give you this. Fuck Kickstarter, we can give this for 50 bucks a month. You're going to save fucking, what, a couple of $100?
Yeah, like, let me get it clear. I'm very against cheating. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I fucking hate it.
But if you look at this game mechanics and strategy, if people have the smarts to do it free, they're asking for it. You know, you're forcing people to do that.
I can't afford 800 coin a week. I can't afford it. It's not something I've got budgeted for in my fucking, you know. It might be the end. It might be me walking away from this game and going, see you later. Because every fucking step, I took it on the chin when they fucking made everything a massive grind. I took it on the chin when they took away the events that we all love. I took it on the chin when they fucking removed the factions. I took it on the chin when they decided Bloodfang weren't worth nothing in the game. I took it on the chin when they decided that upgrading your buildings with fucking metal and oil was no longer fucking viable. It was iridium. I took it on the chin when they made everything that was supposed to be, when you upgraded with thorium, was supposed to be a 5-second upgrade, and they decided that was no longer a thing. But this is probably a step too far.
Yeah,
right now.
War Commander.
Massive step too far, and it's just the fucking. You've got to see through the bullshit. How much off more are you going to keep fucking going? Oh, here's my credit card. I'll just keep buying it. I keep buying it. You've got to step back and go, no. I can't remember. I think it was 3 weeks ago I bought 100 coin. And then before that, it was probably a few weeks before that. I put a little bit of coin in my account to keep me ticking over. But I just don't. I can't justify the money.
I personally have not coined since October last year, a whole year now.
Anyway, let's get through this. The JackRussells fucking post. This is always bad news. When one of the devs make a post like this is always fucking bad news. So I'm not looking forward to what this says. So Arc 2 Design Diary posted by a young JackRussell. Hailing all War Commanders, this is JackRussells speaking, the design lead on War Commander. This message is to keep you informed on the upcoming operations that you will be asked to assist with. When have they ever asked us to assist with anything? The nightmare ends soon, and the new Age of War Commander begins. Arc 2 is coming, and with it come. If you're saying it's a new Age of War Commander with that shitty unit that you just fucking showed me from Skirmish, you can shove that right up your fucking arse sideways. Right. The Arc 2 is coming. And with that comes major changes. Buff to Arc 1 units. Event structure event structure changes. And damage type balance changes are the principle of the development. They're fucking us even more here. I haven't read this at all, guys, so I don't know what's going to happen. First is the Arc 2. First, Arc 2 is here. In the past, when we have gone to a new Arc series generation, it has been tied to a large bump in power, making recent units feel pale in comparison. Obviously, this is unfair to people who have worked hard to unlock these units, only for them to become weakened within a few months. To alleviate this issue, we are bumping the power of Arc 1. Oh, they've told us this already. Arc 1 units and some others. You worked hard for these units, and we want to be able to, and we want you to be able to use them. See the release notes for the full details. I've read that out, so that's all blah blah blah. So, but expect to see health and damage increases on Legendary Lancer Galahad, Legendary Humvee Ramirez, Legendary Uno and Yamamoto, Legendary Searam and Seymour, Legendary Scorchers Vesuvius, Legendary Tortoise, plus a resize. Hang on. Why haven't they done some of the other ones? What about the Gladiators and Warfront?
Yeah, but they're probably Series 4, not new Eric.
Yeah, possibly, but they should have been updated. Matchlock is
It's only for Arc 1, eh?
Yeah, Matchlock is getting a buff. Moonskater Marina, Orbiter Mojave, Bombard Foxhound, Pioneer Kodiak, Goliath Kabuto, Croser's Forella, Sirens Orpheus, Fireflies Pele, R1 Mantis, Meteor Storm and Warrior, Metatron, Macedon, Bloodfang is getting a buff.
Have that.
For those worried about the base defense, we are concocting this power change with a further bump and building health. So the buff they're giving us is already been taken off us with the buff in the buildings, the health of the buildings.
Yeah, my opinion about the new power structure is like bullshit. Kicks, I need to give us like an option to unequip our turrets because I have like 20 fucking turret stands equipped with stuff I don't need. Sucking power. All the power plays are max, I'm still low, you know?
Yep, I agree with you.
Let us unequip those things. Let's fucking put Steph the fucking building so I don't have power. Who's using turrets anyway? There's no damage on them. You only put bracing. It costs 2k power per bracing, okay?
Well, this is my argument, right? I get what you're saying with the power thing, and I agree with you. Kickside basically want us always feeling like we're underpowered, so we have to build them bastions. But when you buff a unit, and in the same breath you say you're going to buff the buildings, that to me is like yin and yang. Or not yin and yang, it's the opposites. So if you buff one and then buff the other, you kind of nullifying the actual buff.
Yeah, but if they buff the buildings, all the extra boost of it buffs them more, so you're actually crippling the units. Because you're buffing the units more. You're nerfing the unit. I mean, the buildings buff more, so you're nerfing. That's how I see.
So they're buffing the units, so the building, and I can see it coming. That means some of the older units that we used, excuse me, Mars comes to mind, Missionaries comes to mind. All the units that we were using a few weeks ago, Mars, the Pillims, Missionaries, Eve, they haven't buffed them, so they're no longer going to be viable to be able to use in the events.
Correct.
They're only buffing units just to make us feel like we're getting something for nothing.
Only Arc 1 and 2 units. Yeah. Only Arc 1 and 2 fire.
They should have buffed everything. Every single unit in the game should have got a buff against this. Not just the fucking units that they want to cherry pick. Alongside the above changes, we'll be making the following adjustments to our event structure. Basics training. These are holdout-based style bases meant for new and returning players, and will pay out a small amount of XP on victory. For bigger payouts, keep an eye out for the XP crates that randomly appear in battle. So what's this for then?
So you have to be lucky to have an XP crate drop. You fucking hell, yeah.
No, but what event is this for? It's the main event. But the incursion bases, a set of 3 bases with a set bonus. These are meant to be hit by the newest unit and will be locked to that. Restricted again to that unit.
With the units you don't have.
Yeah.
With the unit you only have level 1 unless you coin the fucking 20.
What the fuck are they doing, guys?
that unit comes out in that event, you know, if you don't coin it, it's gonna be low level, right?
What are they doing to us? The tactical strikes, which is main event again. While not specifically locked to any faction, these powerful bases are meant to be tackled by the previous month's unit. There are only 2 bases which can be hit in any order and award a set bonus completion. In addition to tactical strike bases, will contain a high value target, which will attempt to flee the battle shortly after it begins. Kill this target to increase your XP payout in successfully completing the bases. So once again, they've took the last bastion. The last fucking thing that was left that was fucking... It made sense. The players kind of fucking did it. We enjoyed it. The main event is now the last event that's left from the old Kixeye. And this new wave of fucking spanners that are working at Kixeye have decided to take that off us as well. So no longer can we use the units that we want to use, or no longer can we use the units that we choose to fucking pick, or we're going to try that base with this unit. They've decided they're going to take that away from us as well. This is scumbag at 100 fucking miles an hour.
So all the units we collected and spent money on for the last 12, 13 years are no longer usable.
No, they're pretty much telling us that it's the new stuff. Basically, the latest unit in the incursions. Some shit about a holdout base for new players that only pay out a tiny little bit of XP. And then
If you're lucky.
The hardest base, they've turned that into where you can only use the previous month's... Not only you can use, but they're only designed to use the previous month's unit.
Probably locked.
Right, completing both the tactical strike incursion sets will award additional XP. It's like they're trying to take everything off us, and then in another breath they're going, "But if you do it like this, we give you a little bit more XP, I suppose." Dirty fucking I wish I lived close to them. I'd go and take a shit on their fucking doorstep.
I wish Kickstarter would still listen to the players, like do some polls, talk to people that are active, you know, engage with.
Hang on, Bandit. Take Drake's cock out your mouth. At least they're making changes. Over the last, I've just went through how many changes Kickstarter's made, and how many of the players have already said we do not like these changes. So you need to take Drake's fucking cock out your mouth and young JackRussells' dick out your ass.
Some people may like it, and you can't judge them for liking it.
No, I can judge them. Because nothing fucking Kickstarter's done's been good. Tell me what they've done good in the last couple of years.
Yeah, for us old dedicated players, it's all shit. But maybe some people enjoy this new structure.
No wonder his name's fucking Bandit. He's got cock in his mouth and up his ass. At least they're trying to make changes. What do you mean? When they changed the holdout bases, instead of trying to change the event a little bit and making it improving on that event, they completely took that event out of the game and made it so we can only use 2 units in that fucking event to play through the event. What about when they took away the other events, when they placed Sector Breach in the game that no one fucking asked for? The Bloodfang worked well for purchasing fucking unique legendary units. And they decided to make an event out of PvP units. And now we've got to the point where they're putting out shitty fucking PvP units called the Tortoise that makes no fucking sense. And we're all scratching our head and going, well, why are we playing this event for? And then add to that the Skirmish. The Hero Showdown was a much better, 10 times the event. The only reason they're putting shit in this game right now is because they want to fucking draw more cash out of the fucking players. That's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah, Hero Showdown is kind of amusing, but I still like the old structure with just the Warpath, holdout, you know.
Warpath, holdout, Hero Showdown was in there. And then you got the main event.
They could bring back those onslaught waves, you know, they were fun. Like 50-50 waves.
Yeah.
Defending.
Onslaught was fantastic. Right, what's
that
this about?
Fun in the game, yeah.
We've also got Proving Grounds. Lastly, the Proving Grounds are a unique, again, restricting us what we can fucking use. The Proving Grounds are a unique unit only track consisting of bronze, silver, and gold bases. And you know why they're making them unique only? Because they're actually going to restrict everyone else that fucking don't pay to be able to play the silver and gold. So if you don't pay for the tokens for these uniques now, because you can't do them anymore with time, so you have to pay to be able to play the bronze, the silver and bronze. Sorry, not silver and gold. Otherwise, you're going to be locked out of that because your unit isn't a high enough level. The further you progress through this set, the greater the reward. Chests you'll receive when you reset it. This chest pays out event XP boosts. So it don't even give you XP. It's going to be a time limited boost. You'll get a 30-minute XP boost, 20% XP boost or some shit like that.
Yeah, to get you play longer and longer and longer.
Yeah, I've got to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec.
What a bunch of crap, yeah, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, like I said before, some people may like it. You can never look at other minds. But personally, I wouldn't like that crap now. Oh, we got to wait till City is back. It's gonna probably take 5 minutes or so. I can't see the chat, so I can't react to that. Problem. We should put some elevator music on or something like that. Yeah.
Well, apologies, guys.
Yeah, I was preparing the elevator music like the city is a country. Just to get the time passed. I got nothing to say, you know.
Skull Crusher, you're also taking dick up your ass and in your mouth, mate. If you think that taking away the time to upgrade units, so when you hit upgrade, you got a timer, and changing that for a token only basis, you're talking shit, bro. I'll tell you what I'd rather people not suck on Kick-Size dick, Bandit. Bum Bandit, whatever your name is. This isn't good for the game. I promise you this isn't good for the game. You look at the tokens Kickstarter give out. So let's have a look at the tokens that Kickstarter give out for the unique units. If they take away the timed upgrades. The most they give out is 12 hours times 8. So what does that work out to be? 4-day upgrades in the Strike Ops bases. So you can no longer upgrade your uniques with time after you've done them, used them upgraded tokens. So you can do 4 days or 4 days. So basically your unit, when you first get the unique, you're going to be stuck. Once you've done one level, you're going to be stuck because you haven't got enough tokens to take it to the next level. How does that work? They're taking away any timed upgrade for units. So you're stuck. You're literally going to be stuck for a week or 2 weeks, depending on when the next event comes along, that you can buy more tokens for it. That's crazy. Sorry, but it's crazy. It doesn't make no sense. In addition to these changes, factions units will now require tokens to upgrade instead of time. And they're taking away the uniques are no longer factions. Uniques will be factionless. Some of these units will come out after the events. In addition to changes, faction units will now require tokens to upgrade instead of time. Some of the units tech will come out after the event in Shadow Ops for those concerned about the story mission track removal. The story will now be told across the incursion and tactical strike. No one gives a shit about the story. In terms of concede changes, we will now rotate through all the factions while spending longer with each rogue faction. So you can't use time to upgrade any units no longer. They've said the same for the uniques. Now they've said exactly the same for the units that are coming out in the event. You cannot use Factions. You can't, sorry, factions. You can't use time. So you can only take a unit to the level that Kickstarter allow you to in that event. Once you've got it to that
Unless
level,
you buy it.
unless you
buy
purchase the token, the upgrade tokens.
Like it's 10 tokens per event, right? And then 10 to coin it. Whatever it is. Like I forgot the structure.
It's
Without coin going to get
no,
like
I think
certain level.
they're selling. Last time they sold tokens, I think it was 3 tokens for 149 coin.
Yeah, you can buy it 3 times.
No, you can buy them to fucking max, I think now.
Oh, okay, that's changed.
Yeah, so you can literally spend, and you end up with more tokens than you actually need. This is crazy.
Yeah, because you need 45 tokens to max something, right? The old days at least.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to change it. If they change it to a more respectable, like 1 token equals 1 level, okay, yeah, I can swallow that. But if they keep it to the same time frame, where a unique was 3 days, so it would need 3 tokens to get it to level 1 or 2, sorry, and then 3 tokens to level 3, and so forth and so on. That's only to get it to elite. Once you get it to elite, you need 5 tokens per level. How many events is that going to take us to get that? The free-to-play players, how many events is that going to take us to get it to Omega?
3.
A year? Over
Depends how many tokens you can buy, but events.
I'm hoping I'm wrong, guys. I really am hoping I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's probably going to take 3 events or something.
Ian, it is 30 tokens to max a base unit. So to max the units, the newest unit we're getting, the Chronophage, to max that is 20 tokens, yes. Oh, sorry, not to max that. To max the hero is 30 tokens. But how are they going to do these tokens with the uniques? How many of them we're going to need per level for the uniques? Is it going to be 3 tokens per level? And then once you get it to elite, 5 tokens per level? And then Omega 7 tokens per level?
Or they're lazy and they don't do coding change. Parts become tokens. 40 tokens elite Omega. Could be a kickstart. Let's make the parts token. Yeah.
It's crazy. It makes... Maybe I've got it totally wrong and I'm looking into it wrong, and Kickstarter can completely change the actual dynamics of every single unit, but I can't. This is, in my eyes, all I can see is this is a way to force the coin. But it is what it is. Finally, the last of the major changes is to our damage type system. We know our game is complex with thousands of tech effects. Multipliers from units, buildings, walls, damage types, damage tech, etc. So we are simplifying the core system. Moving forward, we will have 3 damage. I've read through this already, didn't I? Yeah. We'll have 3 damage types and 3 armor types. All you need to remember is area damage is 2 times damage to light armor. Sustained damage is 2 times damage to medium armor. Burst damage does 2 times damage to heavy armor. As you can see, fire and energy have been removed. Every weapon in the game... No, they haven't been removed, though. Every weapon in the game that is either of these damage types, excuse me, has been converted to the same grade.
Can I do my shout out by Mumblebee in too?
Yeah, go on, make a shout.
Yeah, sorry to let you go, but I'll catch you guys next time, and I got some things. Sorry about it.
See you later, Rob. Take care, mate.
Yeah. Have a good day. See you guys.
Right, damage types are converted to 3 damage types. But they just said in the patch notes, damage and fire. Oh, look, they're explaining it again here. Weapons that used to be energy have a 25% flat damage reduction piercing. Weapons that used to be fire damage give 2 times damage boost against zombies and buildings, which one of them is null and void. Weapon text has also been removed, meaning you don't need to worry about thorium, armor, solar damage, etc. As always, we greatly value your feedback and urge you to submit. Just go on there and submit. Diddy said you're all a bunch of cunts. Submit through the proper Discord channels. If you catch something you think we've missed, we always collect the feedback as we progress and endeavour to making adjustments if needed. Also want to thank you for the feedback on Bloodfang. In testing, we massively enjoyed using him, and obviously we played it too safe with him. His post-launch buff meant he will be useful for much longer. Your feedback in Discord feedback in Discord in general has been extremely helpful. Often inspiring, sorry. The direction changes we take. Before the transmission ends, I should warn you, December is coming and the forecast predicts snow. Prepare yourself for a very Merry Kicksmas, and we'll be in touch soon. Staying vigilant, commanders. The sector may be in peril, but with your keen eye, yeah, fuck off, you cunt. No. Oh, I'm blacklisted, Paul, Tess, even. I'm blacklisted on War Commander because they don't like me. Right, we've got 2 more tabs open, but I think they're doing another downtime next week, guys. So I think I might leave them for next week, and that's the actual patch notes for next week. What we've been running for, nearly over an hour, well over an hour. So yeah, I'm going to call it. Appreciate every one of you coming along tonight. Thank you, guys. Even if I disagreed with you, look, if I said you have dicks up your arse or whatever, I'm only joking. It doesn't mean I fucking mean it. Just have a laugh and have a good time. Hopefully they ain't going to fuck this game too badly. It feels like they are going to be for me. It might be the end of the road for the free players. You know, I don't like spending too much money in this game. I really don't, and I've actually cut down heavily. And I can't see myself. They're not going to force me to pay. The only time they're going to help that I will pay is when I'm enjoying. And if I'm not enjoying, they don't get no money off me, or very little. Other than that, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.